Galnet News Digest, 25th of July 3305. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, massive attack in the witch's head. A potted history of Professor Palin. Unlocking the Potty Professor. Massive attack in the witch's head. Urgent calls have been put out for assistance from anti-Xeno combat pilots after a totally unexpected intervention by Thargoid battle fleets disrupted attempts to steal meta-alloys from the Thargoids. Humanity, in the form of Empire, Federation and the Alliance, set up shop near a new and largely pristine source of meta-alloys in the Witchhead Nebula earlier this week. Meta-alloys are mined by the organic Thargoid structures known as barnacles. The current version of the meta-alloy barnacle mining machine, version 4, has been widely deployed in the Witchhead Nebula by the Thargoid civilization in the expectation that the machines will refine a healthy crop of meta-alloys. The Thargoids are reported to be highly concerned at reports that another civilization is planning to raid the MB version 4s to steal the meta-alloys from right under the Thargoids' equivalent of noses, and have responded appropriately by sending several battle fleets to defend Thargoid property. Tharg the Mighty, Prince of Polaris and Emperor of the Col 70 sector, has appealed to independent Thargoid pilots to attack the motherships of the three races of human, Hana Enterprise and Can Relay, which belong to the Federation race, Tsao Prospect and Carrion Vision, which belong to the Empire race, and Cheryl Orbital and Ezra Point, which belong to the Alliance race. He is concerned that the offer of a small sticker to human pilots may encourage them to fight more fiercely. However, if the humans can be dealt a decisive blow now, they're likely to retreat back to their bubble, leaving the Thargoids to enjoy the meta-alloy rewards from their MB4s in peace. A potted history of Professor Palin. One-time Federation scientist Professor Palin seems to have thrown his lot in with the Alliance after being hounded out of Maya by the Thargoids. His new base is Able Laboratory, an existing Alliance facility in the Arc system. What do we know about Professor Ishmael Palin? Palin first came to prominence in December 3301 when he started researching the damage being caused to stations by the sale of unknown artefacts, those mysterious items we now know of as Thargoid sensors. He established the Palin Research Center at Obsidian Orbital in Maya, just at the right time and in the right place to benefit from the discovery of meta-alloys in January 3302. And despite concerns from fellow scientists, he issued an appeal for as much of this mysterious substance as possible. Less than 2 weeks later, Palin disappeared in mysterious circumstances, only to be found again safe and well a month later. Palin recounted how his convoy had been attacked and he'd been interrogated about what he knew about meta-alloys by an unknown organisation. Just who this organisation was remains unknown. However, Palin's rescue meant that he was able to reveal that meta-alloys could be used to counteract the effect of unknown artefacts, something that remained vital until the effect of Thargoid sensors was eliminated totally in November 3304. In April 3302, Palin announced that he was retiring from the Federation to set up his own independent research base, which would continue to research Thargoid technology and also, in his own words, allow him to tinker with starships. It was at this new facility on Maya A3A that Palin developed the very best thruster modifications, Grade 5 clean and dirty drives, and the enhanced performance thrusters, as well as developing the first generation of corrosion-resistant cargo racks, which have latterly been superseded by human technology brokers. It's this base on Maya A3A that was recently attacked by Thargoids and has been abandoned. Palin has moved to the Alliance-controlled Arc system in the bubble. He is no longer unique in selling Grade 5 engineering thruster modifications. Mel Brandon in Colonia sells exactly the same modifications. He is still, however, the only source of Size 1 corrosion-resistant cargo racks, And he's the only engineer who doesn't have his own base. Rumours that Palin is working on a new drive system that would allow megaships and fleet carriers to perform hyperspace jumps on days of the week other than Thursday are currently believed to be wild speculation. Unlocking the Potty Professor. Unlocking access to Professor Palin is easy, with all the steps laid out in a recent documentary from Sagittarius Eye magazine. Here's the quick version. First, buy your Horizons permit. If you don't have that, you're going nowhere. Next, travel 300 light years from your starting location. Buy 3 Suntil relics from Cherinovsky City in Nguri and take them to Elvira Martuk. Get in her good books by selling exploration data and crafting modules. She's quite handy with frameshift drives. She'll eventually tell you about Marco Quent, who's the next step on the road. Run missions for the Sirius Corporation until they award you a Sirius System permit, and then earn 25 modular terminals as mission rewards, and take them to Quent. Now you need to get into his good books. His engineering modifications aren't really much good, but you need to pretend you like them. Once he's satisfied you're not taking the mickey, he'll tell you about Professor Palin. This is the point. You wish you'd gone further than 300 light years to gain access to Elvira Martuk, as Palin requires you to go much further, a massive 5,000 light years. Thank goodness you got Elvira Martuk to engineer your frameshift drives. Palin also needs 25 sensor fragments, which is what you get when you shoot up Thargoid sensors. You can get them from the creepy abandoned crash site in HIP 17403, planet A4 at coordinates -35, -141.4. Easy peasy, and now you can buy those enhanced performance thrusters, corrosion-resistant cargo racks, and get Palin to engineer your thrusters. You'll soon have the fastest hauler in the galaxy. And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to.